Hey guys, it's Rye. I'm gonna be trying to do a stream. I'm just streaming on Twitch right now, which you should definitely follow if you don't follow me already. And I'm gonna be trying to over-explain this game. I haven't posted one of these in a while, and it's been one of the frequently requested videos. So we're just gonna jump right in. This looks like a Liberty position to me. Not a lot of growth. Good river system. Um, and uh, you know, this is gonna be my iron tile. Gonna have a Lux here, Lux here. Can work this Lux as well. This is a hill, so there's plenty of tiles to work. Not really feeling trad on this, but I don't know. There's options, but generally thinking about live on this civ. Cuba is an interesting civ. We'll go over what they do in a sec, but right now I am going to be teching mining because I want to make sure I get chops. I want to find my iron tile. Our warrior we're going to be trying to put on as much flat terrain as possible. Okay, finding that animal husbandry rune is super nice. What does that do for me? That opens up a position where we can settle either on warrior here, so we can get this additional hill, or we could settle on horse. We could settle like maybe on hill here, on here. Lots of different options, but finding that horse city is great because I didn't initially have a hill to grow into because I'm on production focus. But this allows me to get a hill. All right, so typically I'd want to end up on landing on this hill because that way I can end up on the high ground. But in this case, this is a perfect example of where I just need to go to the rune. Something I could do here to finish the scout a little early is you can see I'm one production away. I still grow in 2, and I can finish the scout in 1 by switching to the horse tile. So that's just another added benefit of doing that. 50 gold, not great. Gold runes are obviously just super useful and kind of important on most starts. This start it's not like especially important because I already have a good amount of hills and my hills are luxes. Additionally, my second ring is not like super resource dense or anything like that, so I can typically just afford to grow wherever. Where's Mace? Yeah, unfortunately I didn't get Mace. But we're just going to keep kind of going around here. This land looks insane, which is great. Should have, in hindsight, went up one to the left here, but I guess the issue with that is it risks losing a rune to first move or something like that. Yeah, so this is definitely lib. Like 100% liberty. Soon. Masonry rune. Okay, so that's good for 2 reasons. One, if someone's playing honor, that gives me a really good chance that I just completely fucked them, and the CS are going to build walls a lot earlier than normal. So that's always good, especially if you're doing this. So I'm just going to buy my iron tile here so I can grow into it, get an additional hammer on grow. No, I have an idea of what I want to do for this civ. This civ specializes in one specific play that's very tangential with Liberty, and it's Factory Arty, which coincidentally is one of the next videos I want to make. How about that? Honor guys capped my game last week. So nice thing about getting this spear. Spears are probably one of the best things you can get in the early game. They allow you to get early tributes on flatland city-states. So unfortunately Kuwait's not flatland, but I'm going to count out to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once my spear moves here, I'll be able to tribute Leventa, assuming I have a scout and a spear within its first 5 tiles, from not including its first ring. That's going to allow me to get probably around 70 gold. So it's effectively just another rune. Spear Rune is a conditional worker, but it's also just good to have as like a utility item. So that's me getting this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I have to come here anyway. So there is Leventa. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna bring this spear down to Chaco, or rather within 5 tiles of Chaco. I don't want to meet it yet. Now this could be an interesting point. Some people might not agree with, but you know, I could be the first one to be there, but because it's so centralized, I doubt it. But let's say I was, I'd get 30 extra gold. I'd get 15 extra gold. Now this ruin is obviously more important than a potential 15 extra gold, so that's why I'm going to be kind of not meeting it right away. But as I said before, this land looks absolutely insane. We have a city up here. I like on wheat. We could really pack them in, but because I want to go Factory Arty, I don't think I want to pack them in. I think I kind of just want to play a more, you know, just a stronger game. Okay, another gold rune. If we get this tribute on Chaco, I am... It's definitely lit. Okay, we just met 2 people. That's very good. Vij Laboda's in this lobby. He's a notoriously pretty aggressive player. He's good distance away from me, so feeling pretty fine with that. And Vatican's here. So this is kind of contested land. I don't want to say I have a claim to it because it's my regional, but I feel like I could be able to make the argument that, you know, that jade is mine, and if that argument is something like I am allowed to make, I have a lot more room to kind of settle as more aggressively. Like I'm going to assume this cotton's his. So if that cotton's his, one up here, like one something over here, one over here, one down here, one down here, and then maybe like one over here. So that's going to give me 7. Fishing level? What? Now we're worker buy for sure. I don't want to worker buy until I can get this tribute. I've been burned by this too many times. Especially because a lot of the cities that I'm seeing are going to be like 2nd or 3rd ring. Okay, that's a pop rune. 6. This is a weird... an interesting circumstance. If I had a 3 food tile, this would be the easiest grow, but part of me is thinking not. I think I don't grow and we build a settler. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 2 more turns. So we're gonna chop out the citrus here and then improve that. I'm gonna settle. Typically you want to settle contested cities first. But this city would allow me to work these tiles, which is really, really good. So it's not as obvious, I guess. So I'm going to see... There's Frazzle. So I have a lot of good space here. And maybe I don't improve this right away. Instead, I could opt to improve the citrus. Where's the wine that Chaco has? I think Chaco's wine's probably over here somewhere. Okay, so he's going to want to settle that coconut. Alright, let's see if we get it. We did. Perfect. And then we can steal from this guy. And we can get the pillage off. Now we're at 309, which is just absolutely insane amount of gold. And we would definitely buy a worker. So now I'm going to be trying to figure out what I want to pick next for my options. I think we can probably go trapping. I see a good amount of camps and shit like that. We have to figure out where we want to settle. So we want one here. If we want to settle something here, that leaves on this hill as a potential option. I guess it really depends how much Vatican wants to come inwards. The thing I'm thinking about right now is how much do I respect Vatican? One, as a civ, and two, the player. That is a fast settler by Frazzle. So that tells me he's probably trad, and he's going to go somewhere right here, which is a phenomenal city. So we're going to go here. If he's going there, I assume that's as close as he's going to get to me. I kind of want to settle my first boundary, like here. This also works out really strong because the worker steal from Chaco is actually going to line up perfectly for where this settle is going to go. So I think I'm going to go another settler. We might grow after the fact. I'm kind of being a little risky there with that worker move. Want to be respectful to Bishop Boda. So if we go here, I like this city a lot. I think it's really strong. And it does a good job of keeping Vatican inland or like towards himself. Typically, Vatican's not a civ that's like overly aggressive or anything like that, but I just kind of like setting boundaries with it, with people, especially piety players, because it keeps them kind of like, it might slow them down a little bit. I'm not particularly worried. I think the best thing that could happen for my game, yep, right exactly where we expected. I'm gonna go up. The next city, I'm gonna just make sure that, you know, if I lose this worker, like, it's fine. I'm more so concerned about the settler. I don't want to bring the settler in, you know, into unknown areas. So I'm just going to make sure I'm leading with my spear. This other scout is going to come over here so that I can avoid spawning a barb camp in this area. If a scout can see a certain area region, it's impossible for the barbs to spawn there. So I'm stopping a barb camp from spawning in this immediate vicinity. But if I was standing over here, or even better, like on this J tiles, which is where it probably sit, it'll stop it from spawning like all up in this business, which is really great. So he's an honor boy. Biz Laboda really like respects me as a player, which is always nice to have because he's less likely to like run his fucking face into me. Okay, so this barb spawn is good because that stops one from spawning up here. So now all I have to do is move my scout somewhere in this vicinity, and then it'll pretty much limit it to up here. It's also pretty safe to assume that Bij Laboda, who's an honored player, is going to be able to contain it. So this in spot looks quite strong. On this hill with, you know, this many first ring food tiles is really good. I like going trapping here because we can move the worker in right there. I'm just going to be toggling this scout. We can see that it just built a granary, so I know it didn't build a worker instead. So it just built a granary, so it's likely to build another worker right now. And we're going to queue up Piety, Trad, nothing. Ricio is Denmark. Okay, so I have a free pyramids here. I probably... Frazzle is probably going to want to... Actually, I don't know. He's Congo. I don't know if he wants Stonehenge. I really like getting Stonehenge on these kinds of builds. It's really fucking annoying to have to grow to so many tiles. So I'm tempted to start Stonehenge here. I just don't have a lot of immediate chops, and the tiles themselves aren't too great. That being said, I don't really see an alternative. But what I could do is I'm going to queue pyramids, and then I'm just going to queue it in my cap after this settler. I'm going to... It's not like I'm fake queuing it or anything like that. Yeah. All right, so we need bronze for this coconut, which is probably our third city. Remember, I want to settle up here as my next one. Actually, this is interesting. I think actually I want to settle this one instead. That way I can, again, similar reason for the Chaco Canyon thing. Oh, I just realized this barb camp spawning here is actually a big problem because Chaco Canyon I'm stealing from. So I think I'm going to put some turns into Stonehenge here. And I'm actually tempted to clear this barb camp just so that my... Now, clearing the barb camp is actually, like, bad in some ways. Okay, so we are definitely not growing. So I'm just going to queue... I'm going to put a turn into Stonehenge here. So this is the same. I want to go up here first. I'm not too worried about him, moving up. All right. Now, because I have so much extra money, kind of want to buy a tile. And if I buy a tile, it'd be this horse. So we're going to buy a tile here. I'm still going to be growing in 2. This just effectively just gives me 2 free hammers. Alright. We got our scout. I mean, we got our settler out, which is good. We're going to be toggling between that. I'm going to go clear this barb camp. It's going to be a little annoying. Should be fine. And we're going to go back to queuing settlers. So, the reason we did that, we want to show Frazzle that we're building Stonehenge so that he doesn't try to contest us. Well, frankly, we're showing everyone that we're building Stonehenge. And what that's also doing is... we had one turn until we got 50 extra hammers. 50% extra hammers to building settlers, so we may as well. That's rude. So he instantly knows what we're doing. Isn't one left better than in place for the top one? It would be, but again, I have the money. Moving left here only misses me out on a watermill, which this city definitely is going to have the hammers to build. I mean, I guess going one left here is actually fine. It's going to be queuing a worker first anyway. That looks like it just built a unit, if you saw that animation. There's the worker. Am I going on hardwood? See, that's the thing. I wasn't originally going to. Because I don't think I'm going to go here. If I was going on hardwood, I'd want to go here, and this is like way too forward. So if I'm not going on hardwood, then this makes more sense because I wanted to go on either on jade or on wheat. So I think actually moving one left does go. Like I said before, if I wanted to pack them in, that would be the way to do it. We're going to queue a worker here. Alright. Should have that Lux finished. Perfect. to this worker now. Okay, so there's another set of barbs that's over there. That's why that's taking a while. I forgot to switch this growth in Santiago to Cuba, which is a really big deal. Alright, now this guy is going to come here. So we're going 4, 5. We could just do 6 cities. I mean, 6 cities would be pretty good. I think improving this horse is a mistake. So we're going to go back here. Just heal up. Turns on that. That's okay. Ricio always does the same bullshit. So we go on wine. I mean, on hill or something. On wine like makes the most sense. So we'll do that. And I needed to do that worker move. So there's no reason not to put a turn into this farm here. The question is, what do I want to do with this next worker? And I'm going to go straight to the wheel. This next worker, I think it makes the most sense to bring it all the way down. Or actually, maybe it's buy this wine tile and then get that improved, because happiness is looking like kind of an issue. Okay, so let's go improve this jade, improve this wine, move on this tile. And then I'm tempted to improve this cow. Now the issue is I'm going to need to trade the wine. I think I always buy this this banana so I can grow. What? Actually, no, I don't. I don't want to grow because I am currently, I would go unhappy. So that's why settling on this wine is really good. We can settle like a 7th city up here. It doesn't have to be on river or anything like this. The 7th city looks pretty good. On this jade looks strong. On wine, on furs. We could go on furs, but then we lose out on the cotton. So I don't really like on furs for that reason. So again, I'm just gonna build another worker here. Workers are the life and blood of this video game. Okay. So one immediate issue that I neglected to address is I forgot to bring the scout over earlier, which puts me at risk if I were to head to this barb or on Jade, which tempts me to not do that at all. And instead, does this speed this up? I don't think it does. Yeah, I'd need to work the jade or something like that. Okay, and I'm gonna stop growing here to avoid growth. Come on, you fucker. Alright. One more settler. So that early play guarantees that I get Stonehenge, which is great. Could go on this hill. That would stop any Bijlaboda shenanigans. I mean, on hill doesn't look bad. Yep. So we expected that guy to come there. So let's go on hill. And then that, remember earlier, that scout's not going to come back down. I haven't gotten another worker steal from Choco Canyon, which is really not good. So I need to improve the wine here before I improve this next one, because otherwise people aren't going to want to trade it with me. I don't have coffee. I don't have copper. So let's just trade coffee for wine here. Okay, there's the barb, and there's another steel. So I need this trade from Frazzle, my dear friend Frazzle. Let's see what Bijlaboda is up to. Pulchis, did that trade go off? It did. Nice. Alright, so we can grow in 2 here, so let's opt for that. And then... Perfect. So now we can grow in all of these cities. We can start improving that coconut afterwards. This guy can come over here and improve the bananas. Alright, there's the jade improved. Let's trade that for lapis. Okay, so he ended up getting the cotton anyway. Pretty expected. Maybe we go on furs now. Hard to say. Probably is on furs then. Alright. So we can grow to that jade tile, which is great, and then we can chop out this forest just to speed up the pyramids. Alright, so where do we want to go? Usually sailing's a good option, so let's head there first. Finish this worker. What do we want to do? This is working 2 granary tiles instantly, so it's making me want to think, okay, probably granary is a good option. That's improved. It looks like I missed it for a turn or something. I don't know. That's really obnoxious. So I'm just going to go pillage. And we can work this banana. No, we can't work the horse. Okay, that's unlucky as fuck. Let's just go here. Oh, am I an idiot? Is this pillage still? It's just a visual bug? Yeah, I guess it is. Shift P, Shift P. Nope, nothing. Alright. This is just a visual bug. That's good. So now we can go here, switch this for the wine. That comes down. It's going to come down 2 turns. That's great. Yeah, I'm going to want to improve the gems first. Not having a lot of worker steals here is definitely hindering our ability to like do what we want, but it's probably fine. Because no one else is building Stonehenge that I can see, we actually do have time to fit in a granary first. If Razzle was going to try to contest me, I've been watching him every single turn for this reason. But if Razzle was going to try to contest me, he'd kind of struggle. That's all I'll say about that. Alright, so we can go back here to that banana, which is where we wanted to go in the first place. We're going to chop this out. Perfect. And then I want to go monument here because there's a lot of good tiles that I want. There's the worker steel. There's the free worker from Liberty. Plant our city on furs. This was supposed to be production focused, but I'm bad at the game. And we're going to go monument here after the worker comes down. So this is going to improve the wheat tile, and then this finishes with a chop. This is my last city on my last city, or second to last city on Lib, because I have pyramids coming at such like a pretty fast timing. I don't need to worry about building a lot of early workers. In fact, like I think that would be a really big mistake, and it would likely end up with me having too many workers. So I'm 3 hammers off. That's okay. Kind of thing happens. Alright, so we're gonna rework some of these tiles. Good. Okay. Great. And I'm just gonna tech writing just for fun. Don't need it for anything. This on Jade City is going to be very helpful. It's going to let me trade my Jade for his regional. So we have 3 food until we can grow. Unfortunately, we cannot grow. This is 3 over. So I could just unwork this and work the food, which I guess would be better. At least I'm getting some sort of growth. This is 2 food over. It doesn't really matter what I work here. We're going to switch this back to 2 food so that I can try to finish the monument a little bit faster there. Laventa needs copper. That would be good to get a Pantheon. So maybe I put one of my Luxes in that deal so that, you know, he accepts. That'd be good. Actually, duh. I just give this that's why I even went there in the first place. I just give this, and then we get a turn 36 pyramids in our expand, which is quite strong. Alright, we'll go Jade here. And I'm going to try to bring that over as best I can. I'm just telling him I'm going to have it in next turn. I'm going to give this tile the Jade so it can grow into the Jade easier. Gonna buy this Jade tile. I'm never ever in a million years going to be growing to a desert hill. It's not going to happen, unfortunately. So it's just a tile I need to buy. This is why I'm always hesitant to buy tiles in the first place. So here's a perfect example of the city that needs to just go straight into a... Honestly, this could go granary. It could be rewarded for its sacrifice. How many cities is Bishop Boda on? He's on 6. 500 gold. Okay, that's just something I need to be aware of. Great. And we got our coconut coming up soon. And we can start our roads. This is the nice thing about having pyramids. And we can connect all of these roads pretty much right away. Go right into a monument there. Booty. Bring the war thing down, the spear down, which is great. Let's try to see if we can get another worker seal from Chaco. remember I want this copper, so let's just trade him like 1 GPT or something like that. Could potentially grow. Yeah, so we can grow in 3. Okay, this is good. Growing here, it's fine. And then we can go into granary here because we just finished the monument. That monument was integral because it's allowing us to grow to this banana tile, which is perfect because I can move this worker over 1, put a turn into that, then go and pre-chop right for when it grows. So we'll do just that. So here we go. Doing this, which is great. All of those roads are done. So now we can get easy transit. Move over, improve this. So we're going in there in 3. Perfect, another worker steal. We can grow here as well now. I don't think it's worth buying a tile because I'm going to be growing. So we're just going to work just 2 food tile. Not ideal, but it's fine. It'll do. Gonna throw up a caravan here. Leventa is our friend, which is great. Kuwait City is looking for a trade route. Want to be working this tile so I can get my granary up fast. Once this is like a couple tile turns away, I'm gonna switch from here to here, but because this will have improved. So Kamagwai is going to be able to work all of this stuff, which is great. It's going to really be growing quite fast after that. So what are my next things I need to do? First of all, I need to meet Ristio. That's important. Okay, that hand axe is not friendly. Improve that. Improve that. Go there. Finish that improvement. Improve the wheat. And then we can improve this as well. Remember the spear. The whole point of this one of the main reasons we did that road was to get the spear over there. Demos are looking quite strong. Remember, we're playing a completely vanilla civ right now for the most part. I think we may have gotten like 1 culture per turn. Is there anyone I'm not trading with except for Ristio? I don't believe so. So we need to switch this over. So now we finish the granary with 0.8 left, which is going to be great because we're working a deer, we're working a banana. We're going to be working this wheat right afterwards. Just really great tiles. So we're going to switch this over to the coconut. In fact, I can grow turn earlier if I work all of these for 1 turn and then switch. So that's what we'll do. Remember, the only reason that Stonehenge hasn't gone yet is because we put a couple turns, a couple preliminary turns into the Wonder, and it scared Frazzle off because he knew as soon as I saw him, you know, put a turn or 2 in, I was gonna go and beat him to it. That's exactly what he's exactly correct for thinking that. So I'm going to ask him politely to just not take that camp. I would very much like that clear because it gets me an ally. Most of the time, people are pretty, you know, generous about that kind of thing. But, you know, it's kind of a mixed bag. as most things are. So this is perfect. We're growing here in 1. That's when we finish the banana chop. Then we're going to queue a watermill. This can go into what it's doing, and then it can queue a caravan. All right. So I need to bring one of these workers over. So let's bring this one over. This can make a road because we can connect all these in just a second. This just came over as well, so I'll make a road here. And the way I like to manage my workers in the early game like this... Oh, fuck. Well, that's annoying. Yeah. So I want to take settlements here. If it's available. It is. Great. Settlements is just like, it's such a great option for allowing your game to grow really fast, which, because I have the happiness for, which again is just reiterating that I need to go meet Ricio. Okay, so he's going straight to Oracle, which is interesting. This guy would be so dead if I wanted to kill him. But this is a game where we are building. We're going to be trying to do Factory Arty because it just functions perfectly with what the Civ likes to do. So that's our goal. Could have also done Messenger. Messenger would have been a great consideration as well. So what I was saying earlier, I like the way I manage my workers in the early game is when a city builds pyramids or I have like a consistent worker spawn from a city state, I like to leave those workers over there. Oh, it just met Ricio, nice. But he's probably OCC. Yep. Fucking guy, I swear to God. This is why I don't like playing these games, because OCC is just so fucking ear. Yep, he's gonna... Ugh, God. Great, so we can do this now. We're gonna make sure, again, I want to make sure I'm growing into tiles. This really wants to finish the monument, so I don't want to sacrifice that, so instead I'm just gonna give it my iron. I'm gonna smash with this scout. One thing I love doing that I feel like a lot of people don't do is I love getting, if I have a choice between which is gonna get promos, so that is worth it for me. The happiness is 1,000,000% worth 40 gold, especially because I don't need to all my tiles are pretty much bought, so I will happily do that. Perfect. I like getting that scout up. There's a really high chance that it's dead to this spear. So I'm going to slam that spear. That spear is not worth nearly as much as the scout is. Again, we're going to road this. Great. Improve that tower. I'm going to come here. Improve all of these bad boys. And then go into granary. Where do I want to go with this guy? Kind of a difficult question. A lot of options. I definitely want to buy that salt. So my options are here or wheat. One's food, one's hammers. I think we're going to do the wheat first. Just want to look for one more worker spawn. I don't need it. I'm going to end up deleting that worker, but it's more of a why not situation than anything. So I can unwork this, rework this tile, finish the granary. Just a little off. So I'm going to grow. Can't do that actually. Perfect. Yep, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Vision promoted scout is worth it. We're gonna improve this hill. It's always just good to have a couple hills. I'm gonna give that the horse. Now, some people would take there's a bunch of options here, and I don't think any of them are wrong. I should have given this the iron to work. But that's okay. This is 1 over. That should be able to work. Nope, it can't. It needs to work the 3 hammer tile. This is fine. So a lot of people would take representation here. I don't think it's necessarily wrong. I think you could make the argument either way. Because I have a theoretical Lux coming up, and I already have all my roads workered, I think meritocracy makes the most sense. There's a small chance that I could get a natural GA. Probably not going to happen, but you never know. So I hope this guy leaves. And I hope he goes over there somewhere. So I like to leave my workers. I keep trying to get to this point, but I keep getting like diverged. But I like leaving my workers kind of in their certain regions once I drop them off somewhere. It's like I'm dropping them off in like college. Okay, I'm like their parent. Like once they're there, I'm gonna like make sure they stay there. Okay. I think Chaco's just in unit mode. He doesn't want me to succeed. It's fine. We'll go to salt. Need to improve that anyway. I'm going to chop out the granary here. Improve that. Now, there's absolutely, and it probably was correct, that I should have been making a stonework sooner. For when I inevitably inherited that tile. But, you know, it's done now. So this should be growing 2 now. Perfect. It's growing 3. Great. Let's go watermill. And we grew into the horse tile, which is perfect. This is gonna, I want to make sure it grows into the jade. This just grew into gems, so that's fine. 3 off. So we'll get that very soon. GPT is really good. Roads are done. Everything looks pretty good. Yeah, Max, that was the idea I wanted to do. I mean, look, Sierra, your point on the camp, I think that's pretty reasonable. The camp is definitely closer to me than it is to him. I have a spear. He sees me as a liberty guy. He's piety. I think he's just gonna... I think it's probably, like, in his best interest to not fuck, like, to not, you know, make an enemy out of me. So I bought that horse because I just don't want him to have the horse. That's going to allow me... I still can grow, actually, but this is fine. Food does carry over when you grow. You just don't get it. You don't get, like, the extras. Alright, so we're going to do that. Perfect. Improve the salt. Now I'm just going to be trying to look for CS quests and stuff like that. So Cahokia, I need Statue of Zeus. Typically that's not worth making, but I could potentially go with Mazo here. No one's contesting it. Somehow. Mercio paid me back. What a god. Could go Kuwait City. Citrus, cotton. Yeah, that's fine. You know what I need? I need a scout. I'm going to make a scout just for safekeeping. Just so I don't die to whatever his name is. We can grow here. And what city needs food? Guantanamo is a really good city. But it's just behind because I planted it last. So let's feed that. And I'm going to actually put a chop into it. This is great. You can go stoneworks. And then he hit me up with that one. Good deal. Perfect. Game's looking good. This is just Petro secondary. It could be. It's kind of whatever we want. I don't think there's necessarily a correct or incorrect option. I think buying this tile makes a lot of sense. Because this worker can now just go over there. This worker can just go improve all these farms. Yeah, I actually like the Petro idea. Djibouti, Kuwait City, etc. Unfortunately, I haven't done a good job of scouting. So I'm going to go do that. Oh, Kampala. Okay, well, that's big. Here's an interesting situation. I can't walk from here because I won't enter a road, so it's actually better if I just go on this mine first. So I think I'm at a position where my game's really strong. I'm queuing wonders. The only way that I lose is by dying. So I'm just going to queue a spear just for safekeeping. I'm going to feed Havana here. Everything else is growing quite well. 15 happiness. Can we grow here? 3 off? Of course we can. That'd be great. And 3 to grow. Perfect. Let's prove this guy. Six off, or I'm a good bit off, I think. So he's going Statue of Zeus, it looks like. You can tell it's Statue of Zeus because you can see a little guy. Temple of Artemis looks a little differently, but there's no guy. That's the biggest tell. And then he's not building anything. He tried building Oracle, of course. Perfect. Djibouti seeks natural wonder. That'd be absolutely amazing for me. If I could get one of those. Gonna go here. Guantanamo, perfect timing. It's gonna go straight into an aqueduct. There's the wonder. Okay, Djibouti's now our ally. So we can stop Mausoleum here. I don't see anyone building it, and I don't think any of these people have the balls to put it in their fucking expands. If anyone had an expand worth building, it'd be Frazzle, because that city he put down looks super good. But I doubt he's gonna do it. So everything is gonna queue an aqueduct. I am going to finish the spear here, but everything else is gonna switch to full aqueduct mode. And at this point, we have a decision to make. We can go straight for... The common thing to do would be to go to... to workshops. I don't have a need. My hammers are really strong. And I have a good amount of stables. So I'm very tempted to just go stables into Petra, see if anyone's there, and then just throw up a Petra. Because no one's in the tech. Rashute looks like it's on the coast. That's very good knowledge to know. Alright, he's also very close to the coast. It's unlucky for him. Gonna just try to get the Killy promotion. It's gonna help me scout substantially easier. This can actually make its way up there. I'm gonna grow here. What tile do I want to take, and from which city? Probably this one. And we're gonna go stoneworks right after that. Not gonna bother finishing the library. This also wants to build a stoneworks. But again, after the aqueduct, this is one of the reasons why going straight to whatever it's called was not a priority to me. Cahokia, again, having that as an ally would be huge. Would have pushed me over to natural GA, but not naturaling is, again, it's not, it sucks, like, of course, but it's not the end of the world. No, it's fine. It is what it is. Havana desires amber. Does anyone have amber? Does not look like it. Alright, so we can take this back. This can go to cap. That way we can keep the growth train rolling. And then we can work this and give this the other tile. Alright, so we actually don't want to finish that guy. I want to prioritize finishing this stable, actually. Really strong land. You can just see how many freshwater farms I have. It just means it's going to be really high scaling. So I see the surrounding area there. Paramibo. Looks like a camp down there. You know, maybe there's an option for me to build a chariot or something. That could be an idea. Want to finish Mazo first, though. Then maybe we go into chariot. Trying to find amber is going to be my new hobby. Amber would continue Djibouti as a strong ally for me. Because we've commit to this idea of doing civil first, just because of the amount of farms we have. This is a great opportunity just to go right for Chichen. So we're gonna hit GA here. We're 3 turns off of our natural. That stinks. Also, I didn't give this that tile, which also stinks. So we just gained a hammer by switching this, and also grew a turn faster, which is nice. And Vatican's land is quite sad. Okay, so I want to, if possible, I want to either grow a turn sooner or just finish this a turn faster, which might be possible if I just switch this. Nope, 0.3 off. I could just do this. Yeah, let's just do that. What am I saying? I'm gonna GA here anyway. So we're gonna GA, take the engineer. And Cahokia is gonna be our ally in just a second, it looks like. Paramibo would really, really like a chariot. So I'm actually going to do that instead of the stoneworks. I wish I bought that hill. It's probably worth it. Oh, no. Yep, there's Digilota building a statue of Zeus. Because I grew into this tile instead, it's just not ideal. $40 GPT. We are chugging along. So let's make sure this is assigned here because I want to make sure that I finish this aqueduct turn sooner. Great. And then again, like I said before, we're going to go right into a stoneworks. Has anyone seen Amber? Library, and then we're going to go to stable. Which other cities really like stables? This guy likes stable. This guy kind of likes stable. This guy actually doesn't need stable. This guy doesn't need it. We can just go into Guantanamo instead. And that'd be great. You can play OCC is a counter to 2-3 water span, but you'll have to get more cities. See, the thing about OCC in general is you might get the wonders, but then your game is shit afterwards. It's not a sustainable strat in any sense of the word. You'll always end up just feeling like, wow, I wish I settled some cities. So currency, it was 158, if you guys recall. It's 142 now, so there's a bunch of people in it. So who could be building it? It could be Penguin Z. I haven't explored too much of his land. Compos are an interesting site. Compos typically are not very friendly. They're not effective ways of killing CS. Those would be catapults. So, a little concerned. But again, we're top hammers. So, we'll see. Want to get this scout back. It's got vision on it. Okay, I'm back. Uh, all right. So I think Bij is probably doing some sort of crossbow play. Let's see. No, he's not. He is. Okay. He's just vibing. Or he might be doing like crossbows, who knows. So the reason I'm queuing Great Wall is I just want to deter. Because I do look like kind of a snack right now. 23. Yeah, there's no way I can get that. Let's try to find the other CS. There's wonder. Guess that's something. So I don't think I want to send this Camagüey caravan to Kuwait City because I'm about to click Petro. Which, you know, isn't that best? He's killed Colchis, so just one. It's having a strong game. If I'm him, I'm trying to kill Piety 3, Explo 1. I'm trying to kill the OCC guy once he drops some cities down. There's Toa and an expand. Alright. Now let's pick a religion. I definitely want to do... Slot is gone. I think it just makes the most sense to do like the basic ceremonial guru. Yep. Could do Relcom. Let's do Relcom. Relcom's really good here because we have a ton of food. So our pops are going to be really high. We just queue up Colosseums now. Are we committing to Petro? What are other options? What are our other options? Okay, we are definitely committing to Petro now. Yep, that's what I needed. I needed something to kind of convince me that, okay, if he takes Cahokia, I'm still going to have some sort of happiness, and finding a happiness ally and happiness CS and a different one is just kind of exactly what I needed to feel confident. So now I'm not going to send this to Kuwait City because I want this to get 20% increase. Now you could argue, well, clearing this makes it more likely to spawn another quest, and that is true. But, I don't know. So it looks like he's got some sort of desert spawn over there. If I lose Petra or whatever, it's not that big of a deal. But I think if he loses Petra, he's in a bind. So now I'm 8 over. Worst case scenario if I need this. Because I want to get it in 3. So 3 turns would be 62. So if I get it in 62... Okay. Penguin Z built it. In cap. Okay, that's fine. We knew it was a risk. Frazzle has also entered medieval. Well, unfortunately, buddy, I am taking this. And we're going to go straight there. Library. 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 Let's go up here. I need to improve that. What am I doing? Let's feed Santa Clara. Coliseum. Is he NGA? He's not. No, he's just got good hammers. That's what's up. I mean, I know he's got his workshops up, but still quite good. He's got 2 wine. I need to buy the amber. I don't want to spend all of my money now, though. There's the money I got from losing Petra. So I'm okay with. Upgrade that spearman. That looks like it was a city state. Like, it's such a disrespecting thing to just settle, like, to settle these coastals all next to a fucking Denmark player. Like, that takes so many balls. I mean, I know Russia is not particularly strong, but it's just kind of crazy. Let's do that. But this is what I'm talking about when I say that, like, I'll answer comments a lot, and they'll be like, "Oh, why didn't you do this?" And I mean, the answer isn't like great. It's more just like, well, they're not good, so you can kind of just get away with doing a lot of stuff. Yeah, so he definitely wanted Petra. If I join Discord right now, Fress is probably so pissed. Stable tile gets me effectively nothing, so let's just go another Coliseum here. Perfect, 1 turn until we get that guy. So I'm gonna $13 off. 13 off, 13 off. I should have it. This is finishing, so that'll be 4. That's a grow, that's a grow, that's a grow, that's a grow. Looks like he's having barb problems. So we should have 62. Once that hits 6, I think it's worth buying, so that I can get Levent as an ally again, can get my cap going. No city safe from Denmark. I mean, it's more so like just settling coastals right next to a coastal player, taking like when almost all your cities are like on the coast. Like it's just, yeah, it's a little. It's usually pretty suspicious. And usually you're like kind of afraid, but I guarantee you he is not. Demos are really good. 245 food is pretty spectacular, especially on 7 cities. 64 pop. So we're 12 pop ahead of the next highest. Yeah, fuck. Oh, he's got amber. That'd be big. Alright, let's go make a road. Did he accept that? I can't tell. Yes, he did. Good deal. Lots of Coliseums finishing. Need to finish that library so I can start NC right after I get my workshop up. So I think I want to buy this ally just so I can have the happiness in case I lose another deal. But also because it doesn't have a quest up, so and losing out on that culture is actually kind of significant. Like that cut that down by a turn. Additionally, it saves me about 500 gold from dumping it into Dubai. In a perfect world, this is metal, right into Ed, go workshop into NC, right into Boro in cap. Perfect world, that's what it looks like. Ends on 65. Okay, we should be fine. Here, workshop. Let's finish the circus. I think it's just an efficient building. God, not great. 15 hammers. There's no chance in hell this is ever. Actually, no, that is gonna be a. Is that a... I think that's going to be a one turn. I need it to be a one turn. Let's buy that tile. That's a good tile. What city? This is a good city to build Writers Guild in. There's not a lot of additional tiles, not that many hammers, tons of food on a river. It's great. This needs to go and chop that marsh tile so it grows into something better. Because right now it's just growing into that. Probably end up buying that guy. It's better to work that. Coral. Reykjavik. Yes. Needed to move that. Scout. So, this is why I hate playing with players that aren't particularly strong. Why the fuck would he ever build that as piety? That makes no sense. So, my math is terrible. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This guy wants to lose the game. There's no other explanation. He literally is like, you know what? I don't really care. My decision making is so abysmally bad anyway. Like, I'm just gonna chuck this Borobudur because I have so many extra hammers that I'm just, you know, sitting on my fucking dick doing nothing. Like, are you fucking... It's frustrating because I knew I was the only person that could reasonably build it, with the exception of no one, actually. No one in their right mind would ever build that except me in this game. Oh my god, that is so fucking annoying. Alright, I'm going to send this to Kuwait City early, just so I can get the policy a turn faster. Is that worth it? I mean, I need to send these out now. Look, as much as like I agree with you, there comes a point where it's like, dude, there's just like a common sense element to this. You have your whole build is the whole purpose of your build is faith. You do not need to build a fucking like, do something else. Like, what are you doing? Like, build your GT, build your National College. Don't build Boro. And Frazzle got that, expectedly. I think that was the right play for him. Whatever. It's fine. I just need to build shrines and temples now. Which sucks. But it is what it is. I needed a chop. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's work this one instead. Get that growth off a turn sooner. Perfect. Shrines. And we're gonna send these all from Havana. Which makes me want to build a caravanserai. I also need to work workshop slot. And I need a market. Probably more so than a caravanserai. Like, I guess the point that I'm trying to make with the Borobudur thing, if you're piety and you are like, oh, I have nothing in my game that I could be doing, that I'm gonna build a faith wonder, your game is shit. Coke is dying. Send this to Chaco. If
Not for anything, that'll be like some pressure. 4 turn NC is really good. Do I have any mountains? I do. Kamigawa's got mountains. So we could go for a Machu Picchu here. Because, again, what I want to do is a good Factory Arty timing. The most important thing is fast science. So, if I lose Machu Picchu because of it, so be it. No one's in Ed yet. We are 74 pop. The 72 unis is quite strong on Liberty, especially without Messenger or anything like that. This honestly should be a mine. So spreading here actually makes more sense. But actually, yeah, I think we're just going to spread. This is perfect live lane. But I think I want Defender. So we're just going to build a Shrines and Temples. And not spread. But spreading would make the most sense if I was absolutely sure that no one could contest me on the beliefs I wanted. Like if I got Boro, I mean I would definitely be doing what I'm doing. But because no one has like a good religion, I can pretty much guarantee like the best beliefs, and that's what I want to do. So I'm constantly just being on the lookout for CS quests. Really want to do a market So I can spawn a merchant. Let's just build a barrack here. I really wish that went into Santiago. Just constantly checking medieval, seeing if anyone's in guilds. No one's in Ed yet. I'll be the first one in Ed. My food's gonna get cold. They're all food, dude. So I'm not going to start the uni right away. I really, really need this this merchant. I should have been working. I mean, not getting the workshop there is a pretty big deal, honestly. That's fine. This is all fine. Go garden here. University garden. Market, university garden. So here's a good time where I just don't need these workers. So I'm just gonna delete one. We can probably go for a Notre Dame hard build. Probably. Two people just entered, me and someone else. It's probably Denmark. He took pagodas and Kotel. Okay. Synagogues. Hasn't enhanced. No religion. 3 piety boys. This is just so bad. Santiago. I'm 2 food off growing. I can unwork this, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. This just doesn't need food, so I should be unworking all like as much food as I can. This doesn't need to grow nearly as much. Part of me wants to engineer Notre Dame, but I don't want to. I'd rather like not grow. Alternatively, I could just buy Dubai for 500. That's an option. I think that's what we'll do. We'll buy Dubai. Hard build Notre and cap. Still no one in there. Where's the copper? Ooh. I need to put a worker away. Let's do that. Oh, he's got coral. So I need incense. I don't really need the copper. I don't need the other bit. Okay. Again, we're going to send that out from Havana. Gurdwaras would be so nice if you got Boro. Yeah, Gurdwaras would be like a consideration, but now they're not. One thing you'll notice, I'm constantly checking between what can I work to allow me to grow a turn or two faster. It's just something that I'm always doing. These little breakpoints that you find yourselves in are some of the most important things in this game in general. Is just identifying like, okay, like I can grow here, okay, I need to not grow here, or whatever it might be. 150 science before unis is pretty insane. Dude! Forgot I took Velcom. I don't regret it. Just I forgot. It's probably time. Yep, that's fine. just enough money to buy out to the buy to the mountain for next turn, so I can promptly start building Machu Picchu. Because if I can get both of those, I'm just hard chilling. Now, that could be an issue. You could have a mountain up there. I'm not sure. This is one of the main reasons why I like scouting everything, to see what's available for contesting. So I don't need to really worry about everything if I'm certain that some things aren't going to affect me. So this is actually a good city to build a temple in. Same with this city. But they also really need their Colosseum, so I don't know. But, you know, having the luxury of inheriting a pretty solid religion. I mean, it's food from camp, so this gets 1 food. I guess this gets nothing, but it's mostly that it gets 3 food just from... turns. Always take science. It scales incredibly hard. Let's do that so we can grow into the hammers. $24 faith per turn is pretty good. It's like, okay. Paramibo wants a natural wonder. I thought I found them all. Alright, I want to hammer this down just in case someone else comes. I think I'm the only person in it. But I definitely do not want to risk losing it. So we're going to 7 turn it. I'm going to spread my rail. Hopefully in enough time. Go mark brewery right after this. That's a problem. We need to stop growing now. Northeast of Laventa. Oh. How about that? we need coliseums. Fuck the temples. Fuck the temples. Need coliseums. Can I shorten this? Potentially. Nine. 5. Alright, I can do it. Nice. 2 turns. 2 turns. Let me build an artist guild here. So, because I have kind of established with you guys what I already want to do, okay, I think everyone's there. Only a couple people. Okay, he went. He's not going. What? The fuck? Oh my god. Am I losing a deal? I am not. Am I losing an ally? I'm not. Okay, so I can grow. We're just kind of balancing our growth here. We need to make sure we're always working this workshop slot because that's where our second engineer is going to come from. Maybe our first because we stacked 3 points here. Copper and citrus. I guess I do want the copper. Yeah, it's in 2 cities now. The rubber is good for Kuwait City, and we're going to generate that in 7. So we're gonna get an order here, hopefully. That's really big. Really just need that last rubber Kingsdane cap and second expand would be pretty important. Frazzle entered Renaissance, Ricio entered Renaissance. Banking, acoustics. So I think we're gonna go for the jugular. And we're gonna go for that. Gem cutter for sure. I don't know where I'm looking for this, but I hope I find it. Preliminarily get over there. Rio. Amphitheater. I don't know. I want to. It's crazy. Like, I have a bunch of allies, happy ally, everything, and I still am like starved for happiness. Mostly because of Boro. And if I got Boro, I would have been able to take a different rel. That let me like use faith as a resource. Circus Max. Only thing I'm missing is Havana. Let's see. Frazzle building Machu. Machu would be very, 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 very good for me. So finishing this temple is actually a lot of food. It's 3 food. Or 2 food. So pretty good. Let's do a brewery. Gold is very important. Okay, there is one natural wonder. We can buy that, then we'll buy it. I'm actually so pissed because it's gonna. I would have Chaco as an ally if we didn't. Spices. Coconut. Gotta remember to switch that. Cool. This is gonna be a huge scientist bulb. In 4 turns. See how it goes. Peace Chaco. Let's send back to Chaco. Didn't go off, fuck. Got Machu. That's huge. That's a lot of gold. It's a lot of gold. Cultural heritage sites probably, yeah, I'm at 8 wonders. So that's obviously gonna be good. Artist for Reykjavik is gonna get me that one. Alright. Next turn we can buy another. I'm just gonna find this. It's probably, if I'm playing optimally, if I'm playing optimally, I probably save this find for another quest. But I don't really want to do that. Paula. That's a problem. I should buy that one. Should definitely buy that one. The food is just so important. For salt. Oh, he's got incense. What's more important, copper or incense? Definitely incense. So this merchant Um. I probably should use it on coal, huh? Probably need to use it on coal. It's like it's more profit. No, I'm getting industrial sooner than that. I love stacking Notra and Artist Guild because it gives an artist point, and that point really ticks up. One of the things that makes Artist Guild so strong is it has 2 base points. So this gives it 3 base points in the city, which is obviously a ton. If you like play a good bit and you've played with like merchants, I mean not merchants, musicians, you'll know that first musician comes out super fast. And that's because there's 3 base points on that merchant. On the musician's guild. I keep saying merchant. There's 3 base points on the musician guild, so you know this is just kind of recreating the strength of that one. Yeah. Can't steal from Shoshone. That's fine. I wasn't expecting it. We'll go ratio here. All right. I want to give this to Santa Clara. That way it can finish the caravan. Good. I kind of want to build a forge. Forges are great, especially as we're going to do Factory stuff. We need to kind of get ready for that now. Perfect. So the nice thing about Factory Arty is if you have artists, if you have writers, I mean, and I have 1. So this 10, if I can sync it up properly. Okay, well, I have Jade here. Oh yeah, he's got cocoa. Do I need cocoa for anything? I don't think so. Vanna Coliseum coming down. It's going to caravan industry, then bank. One of the other things that's really nice about Petro is because no one else really takes Petro. Just get a lot of like, his hammers are really strong. I guess he's not working much food. Should probably start converting some of these hills. No one's in steel yet. 1,500 first bulb. Ooh, baby. Oh, someone's crashing. But what I was saying, the nice thing about Factory Arty is because if you can get 3 auto policies, it's not super common to be able to, but let's say you do. That 3rd policy is Total War. And Total War with a barrack gives you double promos, so you don't need armories. It's really good. Who is it? $29 science off. And we're at 100 GPT, not in GA yet. Oh yeah, man. That's the money. But yeah, this is obviously going really well. Chaco wants an artist. That's fine with me. Reykjavik also wants an artist. Also fine with me. He's hard building forbidden. 43 faith off. Now, this is a point I always make when I'm talking about honor. Is its weakest right before ideology. When it doesn't have a chance to build its zoos yet. Doesn't have a chance to get ideology. Right now is when honor is in its weakest form. This actually has holy warriors. Okay. It's convenient. So I'm trying to set up overflow in all these spots. For 2 turns, 2 turn of overflow. Doesn't look like it's possible in some of them. I'd rather have a barrack than gem cutter, at least right now. Am I gonna feel my dance halls? No. As we all know, this civ is not for the opera houses. Though, when you play trad, I think there is an argument to be made about them being pretty good. I think you have time to build a musician's guild, and usually like an expand, and then you can usually afford to work it, at least to some extent, and I think it's actually pretty good there. I also want pork. So 100% is the right play for me to kill Frazzle. So I'm gonna buy this so that I can naturally get to it. Just make sure I'm finishing everything I want. This is fine. Next merchant 24. So I'm not gonna have a merchant for this, but it's fine. 87 industrial is okay. Could have been faster, but considering I was at 72 unis, I'm pretty happy with that. I needed to work this workshop again. 9 turns on that guy. So 6. That 6th turn is we're going to be used for Himeji. I really like doing what I did here where I built an ironworks. Typically, like, where's one lib city that you kind of just think is shit, this city is not particularly strong. But with an ironworks, it's probably my best hammer city. In fact, it absolutely is. So I need 33 to get that, so there's no chance I'm doing that. Make sure I'm not losing a deal. I am losing a deal on 88, but I should be fine. So I'm actually going to go here, then I'm going to tech optics, and then steel. Just so that I can have a better chance of getting the CS quest. Okay. Got really lucky. Don't need to improve any of my cities. I mean, any of the coal. With that stuff. So now I'm just going to hammer some of these down. So that they finish in time. Conveniently, we are about to hit a natural golden age, which is very important. And additionally, finding this, having coal already made is so big. It's just massive. Alright, we're gonna put this one in Frazzle. We're spawning in 2. We did lose. Did we lose a deal? No, he just took Kampala. Okay, guy. Whatever. Asshole. I'm off by 18. Damn. Sucks.
4 off. Okay, so we're fine here. .5 off. Darn. Maybe I buy this for like 6 gold. Maybe he'll do that. I don't know. He's been holding on to 2 corals for the whole game. Just can't get rid of him. Okay, that worked. Do I go compass? That becomes the next question. The tech isn't the issue. Our science is very good. Very, very, very good. Pop this guy. So I'm definitely gonna need a stall for 1 turn. Because I can finish some of these in 3. That one for sure. This one for sure. Yep. So we're gonna have to delay 1 turn. Three. Can this come down? Maybe. This can too. Alright, that's good. We're going compass. Honestly, for no reason. I am. Do I go compass? That's a tricky question. What's my pop? 107. Okay. I'm worried about them beating me in this tech race. So maybe I go compass next. We're gonna go metallurgy first, so that we can, because we have so much money, so we can build some trebs. And I don't think I need to spread to Kuwait City. Just, it doesn't seem necessary. Yeah. So we definitely finished there, which is great. Over by 4 actually. So we can unwork that. Cool. This has 4 to go. we can make that 3. Yeah. This has 4 to go. We can make that 3. The reason I'm doing this is finishing this is way more important than getting the pop. I mean, the pop's good, but it just doesn't matter as much anymore. Because our win condition is a little later. You can get some happiness from that, whatever. This hardwood tiles looking nice. Looking nice. Go. We can take this off. This hill. Now we can grow into the jade. Dude, he did it again. He's a troll.
7. I think I can get to Arty in 7 without needing a thing. Alright, I'm gonna finish this. Does my writer get me here? Oh fuck, it doesn't. I need 900. 806. Damn. I think it's probably best to just finish it anyway. Alright. We are at a fuckload of gold. Turns for next NG. 415 hammers. Game looks pretty strong. Looks pretty strong. I think I want to buy this just to chop it. And put a hill on it. So the nice thing about this Civ is the units are so strong, you don't need, and they're pretty cheap. So it's 170 hammers. What's the formula? So okay, let's look up hammer. Let's do the math here on hammer efficiency of, or faith efficiency of the Guerrillas. So the Guerrillas are about 50%. The knight, I mean the cannon is, I guess they're both about 50%, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. All right, so in that case, the Guerilla is just better to buy. All right, what's Frazzle doing? Building the caravan.
versus 9. Cool. Perfect. All right. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I think I'm going to catch a CC anyway. The right play is to kill Frazzle because he's got acoustics. But where would you guys like me to go? I think I need to Oxford here. Shut up. I mean, maybe I should just showcase the right thing to do. Because the right thing to do is Frazzle. And the reason for that is because of the tech steals that I can get from him. Whereas he's 33 tech percent. I'm not taking anything. But frankly, if our attack is as good as I assume it will be, it doesn't matter where we go. They're just gonna die anyway. I'm building a couple knights and then I'm gonna switch to full Gyro production. Gyro and Cav. I mean Gyro and cannons. Gyro is what they're good for. If we compare a Gyro to a Cav, Cav has 34 combat strength. A Gyro has 44. Combine that with the fact that we're fighting with elite forces. I have Defender, Himeji, elite forces. Like, we've got everything. Like, there's no way anyone's going to have even close to parity in terms of combat modifiers, which means we should just eat them alive. Gyros will never die. This unit is so tanky. It's a Jiwi that costs half. Or I don't know if it's actually half. 176 versus 120. So it's about 25% less. Now compare that to a cav. A cav builds for 150 hammers. This builds for 76 hammers. So for 26 extra hammers, I get 10 extra combat strength. Gears also have increased movement. They're a real menace. Man, we might get a CC before we can do anything. But that'd be lame. So I hope they don't. So we're just gonna be building all Guerrillas. We've got how many cannons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 cannons is usually a good amount. Especially when we have a big jump on them. I could probably get away with building a couple more. So that'll give us 11. I feel better with 11. Then we can buy a gear with faith here. This is a very unique situation. He hit you with that Uno reverse card, Frazzle. Frazzle,
Yeah.
he really hit you with that Uno reverse card, huh?
Yeah, he did. But here's the thing. He's still the lamest person on the planet for CCing to you in the first place. Like, it doesn't cancel it out.
No, I know.
He's lame.
I agree.
It's boring. I like the most boring version of every game possible.
I mean,
Back to back to back.
it's silly, because up until I saw One Wonder go, I had my mind made up, and then it all switched.
Wait, who's dying?
No, probably multiple people.
It's a decent chance that it's
Wow,
me,
I'm stuck.
to be honest. I'm not actually sure.
No one's currently dying. I see.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm the only one that's built anything recently, so it's gotta be me, right? Oh no, who built that Taj? Was that you?
No,
Somebody else.
that was Denmark.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not that then. It looks like the game's over. So, that's fun. Still, you were coming to kill me, right?
Yeah, you built port.
Yeah. You know?
I was gonna go kill fucking Bijloboda, but then
Yeah, that's fair.
But then you went pork, and I'm like, well, okay. Oh my god, it's actually insane how much unit mass this is.
Are you on foot?
I mean, yeah, but you can just look if you want. GG.
So dumb.
What is?
I mean, the whole thing. The CC, the timing, the land, everything's dumb, right?
Yeah.
The fact that you don't get a true Factory Arty content video.
I mean, this is kind of the content, though. This is the
but
important
it's-
part.
yeah.
There's plenty of there's plenty
More out there.
of me artying people out there. Yeah. I mean, like, Bishop Oda wasn't even gonna defend. Like, he was building a fucking windmill. It's just, it's just so lame. But whatever. I mean, I get it.
I mean, literally, you needed anyone to just have the game, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Drowsell's game was fine, don't get me wrong. Like that was not the issue, but like this Loboda was like kind of relevant, and then everyone else was whatever. Like the coastals were. There was no chance.
Bishop
of
Oda
them
is
being
fine. I mean, look, like, Bishop Oda plays this same game every fucking time he plays it. And he's always late to timings, but it doesn't
Very
matter
creative
because the
player.
rest of the lobby he's in is slow, so he's fine, and then no one punishes him, and then he wins. Every single time. But, Luca.
Honestly, I don't remember what I just said, to be honest.
You like my bickering with Zero ride?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Gucci. Stop. Stop. Does anybody want unlocks for gold?
Alright, but
I'm gonna take that as a gaming.
Little tick, just saying it's kind of rude. Park your scout on a hill in someone's cap.
Alright, it's fine, I can move it.
Alright, I want to just show, like, kind of what this would look like a little bit. I mean, obviously, it's a little different. It's obviously completely different when someone's actually defending, but this is definitely gonna be a YouTuber just because the sim is so strong. But, you know, 200k mil, turn 100 with Fac Arty. It's pretty insane. So we declare war here.
And, I mean, this is one of the things to people like often ask, like, why are contested borders such an issue? That's why. Right there. Because if you allow them to just come on in and shoot an arty within one turn, how are you ever supposed to hold the city if they can fucking shoot you from their own territory? So, I mean, in tourney games especially, I'm like very, very particular about my borders and everything like that. Obviously, this should be clear, but like, game is obviously an anomaly type game. Like, not every game is gonna look like this. There is acoustics. And this is why it was frazzle. As I said before. Could have done that way better. But these Guerrillas are just so strong. They're so insanely strong. This is obviously very Cuba specific, but you know, they are just so fucking good. Like, okay, let me show. See, I'm happy. No, it's not. Okay. This Guerrero trades on a hill versus a hill promoted musket. Evenly. Someone's got nothing. That's 48. Where's my... Do I have any... Not... Yeah. 42 to 21. Just crazy. This is against Shoshone. I know I have modifiers on them, but I mean, point still stands. But this is, I think, probably one of the better examples I've done of Factory Arty. It's about using a lead where maybe you don't have like enough gold at the time, or in my case, I didn't have the happiness. So I'm using a delayed timing to generate even more gold. So in this case, I had about 2,000. Increasing my hammers dramatically, increasing my just everything dramatically. And that's allowing me to, kill someone, have the happy to keep going, have the scaling with ideology to not fall behind afterwards. So it all kind of works together in that way. Okay, did not need to do that. But like, this is a perfect example. I'm attacking two players at the same time, one of which is actually quite strong. And I'd be able to kill them both. Ton of unit mass. Utilizing my Civ for what it's good at. Yeah, just love this strat in general. I think it's getting a lot more popular now, which I like to see because I was one of the people that started doing it in the first place. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. But I think one of the key takeaways is hammering down at the right time, Like when I went to factories, I was not growing. I was not focused on growing. It was not important at all to me. All I needed was to build my factories and then start cranking units. You don't get to 500 hammers on lib, straight sim, on auto, unless you're hammering down. And a lot of people don't do that. That's why right before I got chem, I'm switching every single one of my hill farms to mines so that I can use the mines for like what they're good at, which is hammers. So it's just, it all plays together. But yeah. I think that's all I wanted to showcase. I think this was a great example. So